So it's been about, what do you think, a year, I suppose?
I'd say so.
Since our last conversation?
About a year.
Now, a lot of stuff has went down with you. You had the opportunity to start a cosplay documentary. How has that been working out for you?
It's really busy, and but it's good. I'm not getting any sleep when I go to conventions to shoot this documentary with my co-producer Josh. Ideally, we're looking for like a team of 3, like someone else to be the cameraman, camerawoman, but it's just 2 guys going around the camera interviewing thousands of cosplayers. Obviously, we're not getting thousands every single person, but we're getting as many as we can. It's like 5 minutes per person. It's a lot of footage and running around.
What is your goal when all the interviews are done? Are you planning to release this as like a DVD?
As a DVD, what I'd like to do is, if you research or look up cosplay documentaries that have been actually publicly released, whether it's here, Japan, or elsewhere, there are even some TV specials I've seen that do documentaries on cosplay culture. What we wanted to portray were more of the stories of the people that we interview at each convention, and not necessarily also the conventions, but some of these people who are into cosplay have their own theories about it. Like, we have a professor that we interviewed named Susan Napier from Tufts University, and she had, I don't know if she cosplays, but she certainly had a lot of theories and hypotheses to say about it, and she's an expert in that field. We also are noticing a trend in video gaming culture. Video games are not anime, but at the same time, it's a very distinct parallel that those who like video games will dress up as video game characters, and hence cosplay. And the conception most of the time is anime and cosplay. That's where the two mix together. But now it's like cosplay video games, cosplay sci-fi characters. We even see somebody who just cosplayed as a NCIS character from the, believe it or not, the CBS series. Yeah, she did a really good Abby, and we have a video footage of her. So cosplay is really taking on this wide range of other things that one would have thought was anime, but is now spreading out. And that's just Boston for now. Our goal is to go to like Oklahoma, California, Texas, other areas around the United States to capture and document cosplay stories. See, is there any difference, or what's it like over there on the other side? Besides just New England.
Now, there was something else you were working on this weekend. You guys have a movie coming out. Can you tell us something about it?
We, a year ago, shot the Transcended for a movie, which is a live-action cosplay shoot here at Anime Boston. It was literally about maybe 50 plus extras and actors.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
I was a
you
part
were in
of
there
it.
too. Yeah, It was a pretty heavy production, but it worked out, I think, pretty successfully. We had a lot of people dressed up, and they were like here at the Prudential Mall. You can see in a big place like this, out in the public, and also indoors here at the convention center. Is where we shot it. And the premise was Travis Touchdown from Over Heroes wakes up. This time he wakes up at an anime convention. It's following his life in the day of, Travis at an anime convention, what's going to happen? A lot of hilarity ensues, and you'll get to see what happens to Travis this time.
Is there any advice that you would give someone who's trying to make a documentary, perhaps based on anime or other interesting things?
Yeah, there's it's hard to do this, but you want to try to separate yourself from everything that you think you do know about the documentary or about the subject that you're trying to do it on. I'm a native Bostonian, so I've been to conventions since 2003. There's a lot of cosplay knowledge and things I've heard of from other people over the years. What you want to try to do is separate your own experiences, your biases, and your prejudices, kind of start from scratch, and just start documenting things, areas, and once you get those footage, watch it, review it, because over time, it's not going to be something that's going to be instantly like, well, I know what this is something that's going to like evolve over time. This is like a year-long project. And, our original focus was going to be on anime and cosplay, but that was back in December of last year.
Yes.
When we started shooting, and I think over the time, once it was like February, it started forming into something else. Like, all right, this documentary is mostly centered around Boston, but we want to find out what's going on in other states and see how they deal with cosplay. Like, for example, Texas. Apparently they have a big Christian community, and they're very big into cosplay. And it's one of the unique chances to see how, in this case, religion and cosplay culture interact.
How do they link up, if they do?
Yeah. And I've gotten many emails from folks in the Texas area wanting to be interviewed for this, so that's how we know about the entire Christian community there. Then you go to like Arizona or New Mexico, where it's like the border of Mexico and the United States, and there's a lot of the cosplay cultures down there. It's like a mix of American and the Mexican cultures there. So that's another area. Hawaii, you go over there, and Hawaii is big into waves and volcanoes and coconuts. And apparently they have cosplays there that consist of coconut shells.
Nice.
I have not seen it yet, but yeah.
That's got to be something pretty epic to see.
It is, yeah, and they have a lot of Hawaii culture as well. I mean, they're big into this, like, there's this giant whale statue. There's some kind of cosplay that's related to that. I think that's part of the, this whale is related to the Hawaii history somehow. So you'll see a lot of things like that elsewhere. So this didn't come to us at once. This took us a couple of months before we realized, wow, there's other really cool things out there. But you have to try to distance yourself from everything that you ever thought you knew about cosplay. The knowledge that you do know about cosplay, you do want to retain some of it. Like, if you're going to be interviewing cosplayers, go to conventions, but also at the same time interview people offline besides conventions. People in their own homes, people who are maybe if they're not really avid cosplayers, you could talk to them about what do they do on their normal days and their lives. Because you want to find out, or at least for us, we want to find out the cosplayer and the person who's not cosplaying. It's like Superman, but what does he do when he's not being Superman?
Both sides of the coin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And,
so, have you noticed any difference between this year's Anime Boston as opposed to last year?
It's a good question. Because every time I just know it gets bigger. I think, if anything, this year I've seen bigger cosplays, like bigger masses of, like we saw a giant robot.
Yes, and that thing was quite impressive.
It was. I'd never seen a giant robot. I knew that guy too, by the guy who was the giant robot. I knew him before, but yeah, never had seen something like that in Boston. Not yet.
Yeah, the thing I like is like how this year there was multiple representations of different animes. You know, you had a good mesh of the old classics like Dragon Ball, but you also had like new animes as well. It's a very nice variety of what you can find here.
And I think to add to that, that's another thing too. The voice actors. It seems like there's so much more prevalent in this Anime Boston. Not to say that they weren't prevalent in the last year's one, but I mean, I was walking down Friday, and all of a sudden there's Chris Ayres and there's Michael J. Tatum. So we're taking pictures together all of a sudden, and they're like, "Hey, we remember you from last year," and they were so candid and friendly. And then we exchanged handshakes, and we went our own ways. But I bumped into them, Sean Schemmel, the guy who's Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and he's like a guest of honor here a couple of times. It's like, well, I just saw you guys in the elevator, you were in the bathroom, and here we are just taking photos again. It's like they're running about, and they're like crashing other people's panels, but with good fun.
So, we're almost out of time. Do you have any websites that you would like to give props to before we get going?
Yes. First one is you can visit our YouTube for any updates on the Cosplayer Nation documentary. It's www.youtube.com/CosplayerNationTV. and we're updating videos every like once a week. So keep subscribing, keep it posted. You'll see new stuff coming up there. We have also www.cosplayernation.webs.com. That's the general website. So you'll see like a forums list, members list, news updates, and things like that on there. So that'll tell you all the other inside scoops for it. But yeah, check out the YouTube for all the video stuff.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again next year.
All right. Much obliged. Thank you.